Oh boy! I can't wait to bring the latest news to these wonderful people. The birds will be singing and there'll be a gentle breeze on my back. Dude, this'll be 360 Skater Ninja Radical cool! No. Don't join us, Paperboy. Pedal away as fast as your meat stilts will carry you. They only want you to die. Don't let them take you too. Help us! Help us! Welcome, friends. Do you remember your first job as an adolescent and the joy it brought you when you received your first wage as a reward for all of your hard work? Do you? Well, put all those pleasant memories into a safe space in the back of your mind as I introduce Paperboy, a leg-flapping, sliced tree-flinging adventure that will drive you to the brink of madness. This game was originally forced into arcades in 1973 under the government initiative Operation Futility and was a clandestine project that set out to traumatise or bankrupt as many arcade goers as possible. The arcade art shows a mystery, bright-eyed Paperboy cheerfully delivering newspapers to the ever-suffering subscribers that live on each of the 3 streets. We'll leave him unnamed for now, because as you will see later, his employer prefers to not know the names of his paper-flinging slaves when they inevitably disappear. With growing regret, we come to the controls and Operation Futility is in full swing here. You'll never witness such a ludicrous control method on any other game you'll ever encounter. It is rumoured that the rest of the bike is inside the cabinet itself, and an unlucky arcade employee had to furiously pedal the on-screen bike from within. I couldn't find a paid peddler on such short notice, so here is the control scheme I use for my emulator. So, we have the controls that include a suggest a turn to the left, hope for a turn to the right, thrust maybe, and brake, lines cut. Along with the ring bell button and propel paper at alarming speed button, you have more chance of controlling any other game, even if it's situated in a different arcade on the dark side of the moon. Following this charade, I chose to victimise the good people of Easy Street during my playthrough, although really this screen should rename the streets as Hard Street, Are You Joking Street, and press start to Die Street. Let's look at our smiling Paperboy one last time before he pedals to his death. In honour of this soon-to-be fallen comrade, we will be delivering the morning final of this paper instead. With this stack of exactly 10 newspapers, Paperboy is unleashed onto what is possibly the most sadistic street in America. This game is all about giving harsh life lessons to our innocent service provider at every turn. Have you run out of newspapers to throw? Then find some randomly dumped bundles to pick up and get back to work, you work-shy little turd. Have you landed a newspaper either through a window or, God forbid, 5 inches to the left of a subscriber's doormat or mailbox? Bang! A cancelled subscription followed by the resident buying a Get Lost doormat and tinting all of their windows red. All for the sake of a 12-cent newspaper not turning up on time once. Did you lose all of your lives extremely quickly by Wednesday? And are you prepared to put money into the machine to continue your periodical paper pushing? Only wussies buy the way to success. We'll take your money, but get back to the start of Monday and do it in one perfect run this time. It's like Groundhog Day but filmed by using a camera made of African hornets. Unless you complete this grueling, cack-handy, flatulent mess in one credit, your bright-eyed and currently unidentified trainee Paperboy will become the 8th shallow grave and accompanying tombstone to appear at number 102. At this point, a small matter of concern might have crossed your mind. Who gave this property planning permission to provide a cemetery in a dense residential setting? Well, a less lamppost chewingly frustrating question would be, how can number 102 get away with burying 7 recently disappeared Paperboys in their front yard with a giveaway RIP PB on each tombstone? Looking at this page at the title screen and its idiotic scoop of mysterious vandalism baffles police, it becomes alarmingly clear that this police force is even incapable of catching the criminals who stole the holes from their ring donuts. Well, Sarge, we've had 194 complaints about criminal damage and assault in Hard Street today. How many of them involve newspapers? 195 of them, oddly enough. Well, no patterns emerged so far then. What did the forensics team think of that last job? Well, Sarge, they found a broken window and shards of glass sat next to a scorched newspaper inside the living room of number 118. Ridiculous. Book 'em for wasting police time and attempted insurance fraud. Should our fine print warrior have the audacity of surviving any given day, the residents have kindly set up an assault course, training course, full of more death traps to finish him off. If you get to the end, the residents are filled with joy, or total shock at your arrival. Sandy, why are you holding up an I love you Paperboy sign? Shh, it's just a prop. You know that little brat at number 113? He's now got 4 RC cars and 2 skateboarding friends in the block ready for him tomorrow. That'll finish this little brat off once and for all. Well done, Paperboy, you little jerk. It's now Friday, and our Paperboy is certainly a quick learner. He's now realised that the road to his right is 4 teaspoons of concentrated death, and everything to the left of the pavement isn't much better for his health either. Enough of this. Now it's time for him to take matters into his own hands. Ha ha! Smash! Extra! Bleed all about it. Ah, crap, I've stopped that place getting burgled. Screw this street and every jerk in it. I will survive this uncool, bogus, gnarly street and finish my week, lamented Paperboy, as he gears himself up to get through Sunday so he can jack in his job on Monday morning. He has 1 subscriber left between success and calling it quits, so let's roll. Against the odds, our newsprint lobbing lunatic has made it to the end of his week. Sod that training course, I've survived! The residents are very disappointed at this revelation. Oh, quick! Close up that 8th grave we dug at number 102 and get him a trophy or something. He cannot be allowed to uncover our murder syndicate. Our next printed guff extravaganza displays our Paperboy with a trophy for surviving a single week and losing 98% of his subscribers. You don't understand! They were trying to kill me! Oh, nonsense, Sonny. Look at the paper. You're idolised by young and old. But, young and old. Now shut your mouth and smile for the cameras. As we leave our emergency toilet paper courier, we can feel relieved that the police vow to nail the jerk, Paperboy. As the owner of number 102 realises he might still be able to use that 8th grave he dug up. The cycle of Paperboy murder continues as I ignore his pleas for help and deliver my final verdict. The world of work is harsh, brutal, and unrewarding for so many people. This game comes to the rescue and delivers a harsh reminder that even if you hate your employers, you carry out a relentless cycle of pain and torture for little reward whilst making other cretins happy, at least you won't end up being a compost pile buried 3 feet under the garden of number 102. My final verdict is a newspaper made entirely out of cactus barbs re-entering the Earth's atmosphere at terminal velocity only to leave a smoking crater at the doorstep of a mass murderer's house out of 10. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a like or subscribing for more idiocy such as this. Until next time, goodbye friends.